Hi, my name is Genevieve and I'm from the Calibrate Educational Group. In this series, I'll take a look at item writing tips for educational assessments. We will be drawing on examples from the Primary Exit Profile April 22 curriculum-based tests. These are from mathematics, social studies, science, and language arts. Our first tip is to avoid repetition of text in each option. Now the solution to this is to put it in the stem if possible so it's only used once. We're going to take a look at the examples. For our first example, we take a look at this math question. It says which statement is an example of an infinite set? The set of numbers greater than 10, the set of letters in the alphabet, the set of grains of rice in a cup, the set of cars in a parking lot. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of repetition, and so we remove these, and then we can add this to the stem. So we could add it here, or we could change the phrasing of the question overall, and so we could have the set of dash is an example of an infinite set, and then we'll just have the numbers greater than 10 and we continue. All right, so let's take a look at another example. So this one says when I looked at the image of my nose in the reflective surface, it appeared to be much larger, which was a likely characteristic of the reflective surface. And again, as you can see, we have the surface was bumpy, the surface was flat, the surface was curved, the surface was shiny. Now, what all these repetition does is to increase the cognitive load on the student, and so we want to remove all of this. And again, as we say, we could add it to the stem. So here we could write the surface was, and we add the surface was, and then in the distractors we just have bumpy, flat, curved, and shiny. So we're on to our final example. As you can see, this one involves a Venn diagram. It says the students in 6G were asked to name the sport they played. The data collected is shown in the Venn diagram below. Use it to answer item 13. It says what information could be used to determine how many students played both football and cricket. And here you see we have a number of repetitions. So it says the number of students who in each case, and therefore at this point we need to remove the number of students who from each of these distractors, and then put this in the stem as stated earlier, and therefore we would have what information could be used to determine the number of students who played both cricket and football, and then we would say the number of students who, right, and then you put a dash and says play football only, play cricket, play football only, or cricket only, do not play football or cricket. So here you have it. We have our first example of some